You walked into your US classroom ready, your lesson was prepared, your materials were organized, you felt excited, and then something happened that nobody had prepared you for. A student talked back, confidently, without hesitation. Another one said no, just no. Two more had a full argument in the middle of your lesson, and in that moment your mind went blank. You didn't know what to say. You didn't know what to do. And for a split second, you wondered if you made a mistake coming here. I want you to know you did not make a mistake. But you did walk into a classroom culture that is very different from what you knew back home. And nobody prepared you for that difference. In this video, I'm going to give you what you needed from day one. The truth about classroom behavior in the US and real practical strategies you can use starting tomorrow. My name is Gemma from Teach USA and Pinoy Teacher Stories. Let's get into it. Let's start with the truth that most orientation programs skip entirely. The US classroom is built on a fundamentally different set of values than most of us grew up with in the Philippines or in many other countries. Back home, the teacher is the authority figure. Respect is assumed. Students follow quietly. A student saying no is almost unthinkable. Silence means compliance, and discipline is corrective. In many US classrooms, the teacher is a guide and facilitator. Respect is something you build over time through relationship. Students are encouraged to express themselves, question things, and yes, push back. A student saying no is not uncommon. Silence can actually mean a student has shut down. And discipline is often relationship-based, not just corrective. This is not better or worse, it is different. And that difference catches so many international teachers completely off guard in their first weeks. Understanding this shift is the first step to navigating it. Let me walk you through the 5 moments that stop international teachers cold, the ones nobody prepared you for. Number 1, the refusal. A student says, "I'm not doing that," or they just go silent, no eye contact, complete shutdown. Your instinct is to push, but pushing often makes it worse. Number 2, the talking back. "That's not fair, why do we have to?" Confident, direct, unapologetic. This can feel deeply disrespectful, especially when it happens in front of the whole class. Number 3, the class that won't settle. They come in loud. Side conversations keep going. You've asked 3 times, nothing changes. The lesson hasn't even started and you're already exhausted. Number 4, the student-to-student conflict. 2 students start arguing. The rest of the class watches and some of them record it. You're caught between stopping the situation and maintaining your lesson. Number 5, the comment that floors you. "This is boring. You can't make me." Said loud enough for everyone to hear. Your face goes hot. Your mind goes blank. And you don't know what to do in that split second. Every one of these moments is manageable, but you need tools, and you need them before they happen. Strategy number 1, and it's the foundation of everything else, your calm is your most powerful tool. Students mirror the energy in the room. This is not a theory. This is something every experienced teacher has lived. When you escalate, they escalate. When you raise your voice, the volume in the room goes up. When you show frustration, many students will push harder. But when you stay calm, when your voice gets quieter instead of louder, something shifts. The student has to lean in to hear you. The class feels your steadiness, and the situation has room to de-escalate. Your calm is not giving in. It is not weakness. It is the most strategic choice you can make in a high-tension moment. In practice, lower your voice, don't raise it. Slow your speech down deliberately. Take a visible breath before you respond. Move closer quietly rather than projecting across the room. Use fewer words, not more. And from the Quick Fix Toolkit, some scripts that help you stay calm while still maintaining your authority. "I need a moment before I respond." "I hear you. Let me think about that." "We'll talk about this right after class." These phrases buy you the time to regulate, which is exactly what you need. Strategy number 2. Set clear expectations and hold them consistently. Here is something that surprises many new teachers. Classroom management matters more than your lesson plan. You can have the most beautiful, engaging, creative lesson in the world, but without clear structure, it falls apart. Students, especially students who have experienced inconsistency, test boundaries. Not because they are bad, because they need to know if your boundaries are real. Clear expectations mean posting your rules visibly, 3 to 5 maximum. teaching them, not just listing them. Practicing routines like entering the room, transitions between activities, and how class ends. Being specific, voices off during my instruction is clearer than be quiet. Consistency means the same response to the same behavior every time, no favorites. Following through on what you say, private corrections before public ones. And the common mistakes, changing rules without explanation, enforcing for some students but not others, warning repeatedly with no consequence, making threats in the heat of the moment that you can't follow through on. Students pay attention to patterns. Once they learn yours, they know exactly how far they can go. Strategy number 3, and this one changes everything. Relationship is the most underrated classroom management strategy there is. Students are less likely to misbehave for a teacher they feel genuinely seen by. You don't need to be their friend, you need to be someone they know is on their side. Greet them at the door every day by name, even on the hard days, especially on the hard days. This small act communicates something powerful: you matter to me. Ask one real question and remember the answer. How was the game? Did you finish that college application? When students realize you actually listened, they start to trust you. Notice effort, not just results. I saw you working hard on that today, especially for students who rarely succeed. That acknowledgement can shift a student's entire relationship with school. Repair after conflict. Come back after a hard moment. Yesterday was tough. I want us to reset. This models something many students have never seen, that a relationship can survive conflict. And from the Quick Fix Toolkit, one of the most powerful scripts available, said privately and without pressure, I noticed you've been quiet today. You okay? Sometimes that is literally all a student needed to hear. Strategy number 4, know what to actually say. The right words in the right moment can completely change what happens next. And the problem for most international teachers is not that they don't care, it's that they freeze. The moment happens, the mind goes blank, and the silence makes everything worse. This is exactly why I created the Classroom Behavior Quick Fix Toolkit. 150 plus ready-to-use scripts for every situation so you never freeze again. Let me give you a few from the toolkit right now. When a student refuses, I'm not going to force you and I need you to sit quietly while others work. We'll check in after class. You hold the expectation without escalating. When a student talks back, that's an interesting point. Let's talk about it after class. Right now, we need to keep moving. You acknowledge them without derailing the lesson. When the class won't settle, I'm going to wait. I teach when everyone is ready. Take a breath. We'll start when you're with me. You stop competing with the noise. When a student says this is boring, I hear you. Tell me what would make it work better for you after class. For now, let's keep going. You don't dismiss them. You defer the conversation strategically. For a whole class reset, everyone stop. Eyes on me. We're going to take 30 seconds, reset, and start fresh. Simple, clear, calm. For a student in distress, you don't have to talk right now. I just want you to know I see you and we'll figure this out. This one can save a student's day. Get all 150 scripts at teach-usa.myflowdesk.com/quickfix. Link is in the description. Strategy number 5. Know your rights and your support system. You deserve respect in your classroom. That is not a negotiation. And protecting yourself, both professionally and emotionally, is part of doing this job well. Know your district's discipline policy. What is allowed, what isn't. This knowledge gives you confidence when you need to address behavior, and it protects you if a situation escalates and someone questions your actions. Document everything. Date, time, what happened, what was said, who was present. A teacher I know was accused of being unfair, but because she had detailed notes, the truth was clearly on her side. Your documentation is your protection. Lean on your fellow teachers. They know the students, they know the school culture. Quick hallway conversations can give you more insight into a student than any file ever could. Loop in your counselor or admin early, not when things have already fallen apart. Early intervention is almost always more effective. And make proactive calls to parents, not just when something goes wrong. A positive call first changes the entire dynamic of every conversation after it. You did not come this far to carry this alone. Building a support system is not a sign of weakness. It is one of the most strategic things you can do as an international teacher in a new environment. Everything in the Before You series has been building toward the same core idea. Before you say do your work, consider what's blocking them. Before you say just do it, consider what just cost them. Before you say don't talk to me like that, consider what they needed to say. Before you take it personally, consider it usually isn't about you. Before you say they don't care, consider how care looks different for different students. Before you say why aren't you listening, consider what's competing for their attention. Before you end the day, consider what you want them to carry home. Before you call home, consider what that call will feel like for them. Before you blame yourself, consider all the things outside your control. Before you raise your voice, consider that quiet is louder. Before you say no, consider what's underneath theirs. Every single one of these is asking you the same question in a different way. Pause, think, choose. You are not reacting. You are deciding. And that choice made over and over day after day is what great teaching actually looks like. Before we close, I need to say something just as important as everything else. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Classroom behavior management is emotionally demanding work. The hard moments accumulate, and if you don't protect your own well being, they will drain you. Rest is strategy, sleep is professional preparation. Debrief with someone. Don't carry the hard days alone. Leave school at school when you can. Notice the days when you can't, and protect your recovery time. Stay connected to home. Call your family. Your roots keep you grounded. Celebrate small wins. The student who stayed in their seat today. The lesson that ended on time. The moment you caught yourself before escalating. Those wins count. Name them. And on the hardest days, go back to your why. Not for your students, for yourself. Because you came here for a reason. And that reason is still true even on the hard days. And here is the bottom line. US classroom behavior is different from what you knew, but it is navigable. With the right understanding, the right strategies, and the right words, you can walk into that classroom with confidence instead of dread. You deserve to feel safe and respected in your classroom. You deserve to actually enjoy teaching, not just survive it. The Classroom Behavior Quick Fix Toolkit has 150 plus ready-to-use scripts for the real moments that stop teachers cold for just $9.99. Link in the description. And if you're not ready yet, download the free Classroom Behavior Mini Playbook, practical strategies you can use starting tomorrow, also linked below. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you in the next video.